Hi, I'm Rosh from Energy Matters. Welcome to our podcast, Road to Zero, where we dive headfirst into all things renewable. Join us as we chat with industry experts, tech specialists, and some of your favorite TV and radio personalities, asking the renewable energy questions that you want answers to. Our goal, a zero carbon future. In this episode, we are catching up with David for My Rewards, the global loyalty and rewards program supporting the Energy Matters Rewards program. Morning, David. How are you?
Good morning, Ross. Fantastic to be with you today and talk about the program.
Oh, mate, thank you very, very much for making yourself available.
Pleasure.
From all accounts, you've been incredibly busy over the past few weeks or few months, I should say. So I'm looking forward to getting stuck into a few questions with you this morning.
Excellent. Look forward to it and look forward to telling all the listeners on how good the rewards program can be for them.
Good man. We're obviously incredibly excited. I mean, late last year, as a lot of our sort of subscribers know, we started our relationship with My Rewards, where you guys essentially are supporting and backing our rewards program. It's been incredibly successful. I know we had a lot of positive feedback about it, really, from November, December when we launched. And there's been some amazing things happening inside of that one. First off, David, just a couple quick questions on background. I mean, when did you actually come up with the My Rewards program, and what led you to actually launching it?
So, Ross, the My Rewards business started some 20 years ago. Just by way of background, I've been involved in this kind of business since the late 80s, and pre-internet telephone services, providing consumers with savings to help them on everyday expenditure. So My Rewards kicked off 20 years ago as a basic coupon-based program where we would work with clients who would then issue a book that would allow the consumers and their members to save money, tear off coupon and go into a shop and save some money. As technology evolved, that then evolved into an internet-based program, then into an app program. And where we are today, we're one of Australia's leading providers of technology-based rewards and loyalty programs, where we're servicing nearly 5 million members Australia-wide, and soon to start our global expansion. So it's been a very exciting journey and very much all about technology-driven to save consumers money and provide clients with an engagement solution.
That's absolutely incredible. I actually do remember when I first came to Australia back in 99 and then into 2000, you had the entertainment book. I remember the entertainment book. Were you guys, was it exactly the same sort of scenario?
In a way similar. The entertainment business focused on more charities, whereas what we do, we still do very well. We think one of the best in the country, if not the world, is provide customized solutions to clients. So rather than being a brand on our own, we actually work with clients. So whether it's an Energy Matters reward program, it's actually an Energy Matters program as distinct from a My Rewards program. So we like to help the companies engage more with their consumers, their members, their employees, and that helps them with what they want to achieve, whilst at the same time providing the user and their families with significant savings.
Which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, before we get too, really stuck into the program itself, I believe, you've now gone public and now have an international presence. Is that correct?
Absolutely, very exciting for us. So we actually listed the company a week and a half ago. It's been quite a journey to get there. We have been an unlisted public company for many, many years, and to come onto the ASX has been a fantastic achievement. Great credit to our managing director, Maitreya Kiri, and the team to achieve that. And what that does is allow us to access more capital. As part of that program, we've acquired another company in a similar space, Infinite Rewards, and our plan is to keep growing the company by not only local, and one of the key things you raised before about being global, we've signed a contract with one of the largest money transfer companies in the world, RIA Financial, that's RIA, RIA Financial, and that'll see us fully integrate a loyalty program to their money transfer business. So every time you do a money transfer, you'll get points. We will then manage the points across the globe, and that'll see us servicing over 30 million users over 26 countries in the coming 2 years. So it's a fantastic opportunity for us, and taking the company global under a contract is a great way to kick off the business. So we'll actually move into other countries with base contract. So it's a very exciting time for the company, and obviously we're fantastic that we can work with Energy Matters to provide all that smarts that we've created into helping Energy Matters and the consumers plug into all that technology for their rewards and loyalty program.
Which is absolutely brilliant. I mean, fundamentally, that's what we love about it. I mean, there's just so much variety. I mean, when you're looking at our consumers specifically, Energy Matters is all about supporting a zero carbon future. And fundamentally, we would love for every single household or business in Australia to adopt renewable energy technology. Now, unfortunately, not everyone can really, can afford that, or has the budget, or, really has the understanding of how they can manage that financially. So really, from our perspective, we're looking all the time to provide our loyal subscribers and partners opportunities to reduce their overheads, to reduce their costs in their day-to-day expenses. And we've identified that this particular program does exactly that. I mean, it literally says if you're going down the high street and going shopping, rather than paying full rack rate, you can pay 5-10%, if not more, of exactly the same product in exactly the same store, just by using the rewards program, which is absolutely brilliant. Just to give us our sort of subscribers a bit of an idea, I mean, which retailers and suppliers were involved in the program?
So we have over 4,500 suppliers Australia-wide. We do everything from a coffee to a car. So you can be going shopping at Woolworths and save upwards of 3 to 4% on all your purchases. That gives you also access to Big W, Dan Murphy's, so some significant brands there. We have the Iconic, for instance, online, Bonds. So we like to address every household, everyday expenditure. And so, as I said, we have thousands of suppliers. We've got restaurants, coffee shops, hairdressers, health spas. So the idea is no matter what you want to do in your daily life, we're able to provide a discount to that to help you save some money. We have car discounts. So when you want to go and buy a car, you can search for a car and also save some money. So the idea is, and you said it correctly, that in moving into renewable energy, in particular if you're looking at solar, there is an initial often upfront expenditure, and I know Energy Matters can help with that, but where the reward program comes in, you look at over a year, you can be saving thousands of dollars, and that can be used to apportion to the renewable side of your household expenditure, and therefore you end up with a win-win, where for those people that really want to embrace becoming a net zero consumer, we're helping them achieve that by providing the savings that then in conjunction with Energy Matters makes it really easy to head in that direction.
Which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's obvious in this conversation why a customer should, but can you succinctly tell our audience why they should subscribe to the Energy Matters Rewards program?
Look, it's really simple. If you utilise all our benefits, the typical family can save between $3,000 and $5,000 every year. And that's, as I mentioned, across everyday groceries. If you're now with the ability to travel more with COVID easing in terms of restrictions, we have some fantastic travel packages. So people that have been locked in for some time, they can now enjoy a holiday with the family, and again, save $1,000 just on one trip. So I think the key thing here is we can provide, through Energy Matters Reward Program, the ability for the family to enjoy their life and save money and embrace a net zero solution.
That's absolutely amazing. What I'm going to do quickly, David, is play a short video. As a lot of our viewers and subscribers know, we were recently on a television show, Renovate or Rebuild. And in this particular series, or this particular episode, a home was destroyed by the New South Wales bushfires, and your program actually helped support some cash. So let's just quickly play that one.
Right here on this ridge was Warren and Joanne's family home for 25 years, until one fateful day 18 months ago, an out-of-control bushfire ripped through the site, rendering the house unrecognisable. Warren and Joe followed their bushfire survival plan and safely evacuated the area, but this is what they returned to. They lost everything. They haven't given up though, and plan to rebuild on the same site. And to support them on their journey are some really incredible people, charities and businesses ready to help out.
So many people lost their properties during those bushfires, which was terrible. And we heard about Warren and Joanne's individual situation, and we just really wanted to help out. From a solar power perspective, we had a look at the property itself. Smart Energy Answers did a site inspection and calculated that we could fit a 3 kilowatt system on that roof. Based on that, Longy Solar came to the party. They've got some new technology, some incredible technology, and our good mates at FEMA have supplied an inverter and battery. So at least this way, Warren and Joanne can not only use the electricity that's being produced during the daytime, but all the excess electricity can be stored to be used at night time and early morning. With this particular setup, it's a 3 kilowatt system plus battery, which is fantastic because essentially means they could use almost all the electricity they're producing, which is, as I said, it's going to reduce their bill by hopefully around $1,000 mark per year. On top of which, there's other opportunities to save money off their domestic shopping and just their everyday expenses. So what we've chosen to do with Warren and Joanne is give them access to Energy Matters Rewards program. And what that essentially does, it hits every aspect of your retail shopping, of petrol, groceries, just general consumables, and offers heavy discounts across the board, which essentially means as a homeowner or as an individual using the program or as a family, you can reduce your overall expenses by between $2,000 to $5,000 per year. So they're saving money by having solar power, but they're also saving more money every single day off their domestic shopping, and they can hopefully then use that money to invest into sustainability and be able to pay for a battery over a couple of years just from the savings made across the rest of their household expenses. So the aim is just to keep on saving cash on the stuff you need to, and then reinvesting that money in more sustainable choices. I mean, we offer our program to both ends of the spectrum, directly to consumers, so like yourself, me, mums and dads, homeowners, business owners, whoever the case might be. And we also add it to businesses specifically to add to their partners, to their employees, to their customers. So really, the rewards program is set up for everybody to use. And all the hard work's been done, all the deals have been negotiated, the offers get improved and added to on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis, and cover every aspect of life. I mean, Warren and Joanne were absolutely blown away when we offered them that program. And what I love specifically about some of the technology that you've created to support the program is the calculator that you've built into the URL, which actually shows anyone if they enter in there how much they currently spend on their domestic shopping, on their on their entertainment, how much money they can actually save annually. And I think Warren and Joanne, I can't remember offhand how many thousands it was, but certainly myself and my wife were up to about sort of $3,500 to $4,000 a year in terms of savings. I mean, it's just a cool piece of kit, isn't it?
No, excellent. And that's really, I like, as you said, the idea of the calculator. Don't believe directly what we're saying. Actually, people, when they go and plug in what they generally spend, and as you said, even fuel alone, if you can save 3-4% on all your fuel purchases through Ampol, it's amazing how it all adds up, and thousands of dollars is thousands of dollars. And it's quite exciting to see how people generate their own savings when they fill in that the savings calculator.
Absolutely. It must have definitely warmed your heart just to see that segment, and obviously just see the impact that, the rewards program can have on, look, it's great. It can help every single family, but obviously, especially when you just see the impact it can make to a family that's lost so much. I mean, that was just a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, I'd love to support that and support the community.
No, you're a very good man, David. So just moving on to a zero carbon future. I mean, what actions do you recommend people can take to move towards zero carbon?
So look, from my perspective, Rosh, as you know, I'm very much looking at over the many decades to try and introduce renewables and sustainable solutions. So obviously with Energy Matters, solar is the easiest in terms of household putting up solar. That's going to cut their electricity costs from externally, hopefully become a net zero, and potentially even putting solar into the grid in the right state. So that's exciting. I think that's well established, and people are slowly moving into that and can understand it. There are many other ways as well. So, and technology needs to be implemented to make it more affordable, and it will be in the future. So we talk about cars, for instance, the electric battery-operated cars, EVs, very much coming on stream by all major manufacturers. And I think over time you'll see the costs come down, so it becomes very competitive and attractive for a much higher percentage of consumers to embrace it. And I think that's a big area. There's also renewable fuels. That's been around for a while, and I see that gaining more momentum in terms of biofuels being mixed in with petroleum-based fuel. So no one's saying if you've got a petrol engine that you've got to suddenly go and get rid of it, but if you can start being on the lookout for the mix of fuels that you're using, whether it's ethanol into petrol or with diesel, biodiesel, there's some great ways that any consumer, whether it's a local or even a business, can start to do their bit to start the decarbonisation journey. You've got a lot of new tech coming through in relation to hydrogen that's very topical in the press. There's a lot of money going into trying to generate the hydrogen economy, whether it be fuel cells or hydrogen used directly. I think that's a fantastic future. It'll take time, but from a usage point of view, that will slowly get going. I think at the household level, there's a lot of community initiatives that are being run. The governments are looking at separating out different waste to, again, cut landfill being used solely, which creates methane, which is a greenhouse gas. So things like recycling organics is a big positive. There are new generation technologies for converting waste into electricity. So rather than having landfill under very controlled conditions, converting household waste into electricity so it becomes a renewable and sustainable opportunity. There's also ability for consumers to look at targeting buying recycled goods. So you see a lot of the plastic bottles today are made on 100% recycled plastic. So that's a great thing. And I think consumers can be on the lookout for where companies are offering a recycled good. Obviously, that's good for the environment. And I'm seeing a lot more producers trying to utilise waste and converting them into usable products. And I think if the consumers can start supporting that in a bigger way, that will push not only the manufacturers to do more, but also lead towards a household in its own right becoming a net carbon zero household. I think you see a lot of press about companies wanting to do it and being under good corporate social governance, pushing into being net carbon zero. But I feel, again, Energy Matters, Rosh, what you're promoting, I think is fantastic. Why don't we have individual households having a goal to become net carbon zero? And that's obviously kicking off with solar, then maybe with the cars becoming more environmentally conscious, start buying environmentally conscious goods. And I think that will create the market for manufacturers to then offer that more and more competitively. So it becomes a circular economy cycle. And I feel then everyone's pushing towards that goal, not just big companies saying, let's do it. Every household has a responsibility to preserve the planet. And I think the more we can embrace that, then we're leaving the planet and the world in a much better place going forward for the future generations. So I think it's fantastic what Energy Matters is doing as an initiative, and I'm hoping it catches on everywhere.
Well, look, thank you very much for supporting us as well, David. I mean, we very much appreciate it. And, it took us some time to really sort of work through our options for our rewards, to reward our consumers and our partners to be able to reward, their customers. And fundamentally, the relationship that we have with your organization is fantastic. And it's obviously incredibly aspirational to, like, obviously, A, speak to you, and B, just to see, how the business is growing now into a global power. I mean, it's exciting because, it's almost in this particular scenario, you watch a corporation go public and then go global. It's not about the organization, by your growth is essentially, as you grow, you're helping more and more people save money, put money back in their pockets, and it's helping the industry on the whole, both, in terms of helping consumers, but also helping them now be able to afford renewable energy technology.
Yeah, fantastic. And I think, what I'm pleased about is our alignment with Energy Matters, and Rosh, your vision matches our vision, and I think that's going to be helpful for all your customers and the people that we provide the rewards through to. I think we're all sharing that passion, and if we can get more households and companies embracing what we see as the future, I think everyone's going to be a winner.
Absolutely. Mate, thank you very much for your time today. I do appreciate
it. It's been fantastic, and look forward to everyone taking advantage of the reward program and helping make the planet a better place.
No, good man. So guys, just jump onto the Energy Matters website, the rewards program's hyperlinked off our homepage, and otherwise just energymatters.com.au/rewards, and have a read about it. There's an opportunity just to click a button and subscribe yourself. And if you were to purchase solar power from one of our partners who support the program as well, then there's a rewards program available off the back of that particular purchase with that particular retailer. So thanks, David. You've been an absolute legend. Guys, before we finish off, just to quickly remind anyone that is watching today that has yet to go solar, jump onto our website. You can get 3 free solar quotes, as well as a free energy bill comparison via our website. Feel free to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and all our other social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And thank you very much for tuning in. All the best.